What's up, party people? Today we're looking at Dekaron's 2020 Halloween event, which brings us the return of the very useful accessory, the Spooklet, and a way to farm Zuto weapons without actually having to spend any money, which is pretty great. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any upcoming content. Let's get this party started. The Pumpkin Hungers. What's up, guys? So, this is actually a good update. I'm going to start off by saying that we actually had a pretty good update here. There's some farmable stuff, and you can now get Awakened Zuto weapons without spending money, which is fantastic. So let's just delve right into this. This update is called the Pumpkin Hungers, which is a very creative name for an event, which is kind of cool. And they'll say right here, you might have noticed that there's a giant pumpkin in our Deca, and we don't know where it came from. Frankly, we're not sure. We want to know. Ooh, very ominous. And if you look over here, I can hop in game and we can take a look at this little pumpkin. Now, the first thing I thought is I thought this was going to be an NPC, but this is absolutely not an NPC. It is literally just a giant pumpkin that does nothing. So that is cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't really get the point of it, but I guess it's a big decoration. However, I'm going to notice or point out right now that we do not have the Halloween theme in our Deca, which is kind of lame because I like it when the theme changes from like Halloween to Christmas to whatever. And right now we have no theme, so that's kind of sad because I like it when it gets all dark and spooky because who doesn't like Halloween, right? So let's see what we have here. The first thing is there is a Halloween candy farming event. Halloween candy is now dropping in the field and you can farm it. And these are the rewards that you can get. The first thing that is most noticeable is they returned the Spooklet, which is an extremely useful accessory. So guys, if you're playing the game and you're having an issue with monster damage tolerance, guess what? The Spooklet is an item that can massively help you with that problem. As you can see here at tier 5, it gives you 15% PvE damage res. Comboed with the, I can't think of the name of the ring. Comboed with the other ring that you have, the Novus, I think, right? Or no, not Novus. The Dekaron ring, that is 30% monster damage tolerance without having to spend a dime, which is just great. So make sure you're hopping in game and you're farming this. Now, the first thing I want to say, though, or something I want to say about this is going to be very challenging to farm if you don't use battle support. And the reason for that is the drop rate is reasonable, but unless you're running a battle support character all the time, it's going to take a while. Like just farming it on your own, it's doable, but battle support's going to make it a lot easier. Now, I was lucky enough that I had a bunch of staminas saved up from when this server was first released, and I was farming in Arcadia with the free holy water and free Arcadia protections, and I saved up all the staminas. So I racked up like 7,000 minutes or something worth of battle support. So I've just been letting my character run battle support in Matira, and it hasn't been super efficient just because I get PK'd a lot. So I'm probably only getting maybe like 5 to 10 hours a day, honestly, because like most of the time I just get PK'd. But from doing that for a few days, I can show you guys what I managed to get. Sorry, I keep jumping back and forth here. Let me make sure I'm on the right screen. I managed to get my hands on 143 Halloween candies so far, which is not bad. So I'll be grabbing my Spooklet in just a minute here just to show you guys. Now, I'm sure some of you right now are saying, well, wait a minute, the Spooklet... Oh my gosh, I'm messing up my screen here. The Spooklet is supposed to go to tier 6, and that is 100% correct. The Spooklet is supposed to go to tier 6, but they mentioned right here that in a future event they're going to increase it to 6. And basically what you get from that is you get an additional, I think it's 2% critical damage, you get 5% all attack, you get increased drop rate, you get increased experience rate, and you get PvE up to 18%. Someone will have to tell me if that's right, but I'm pretty sure that's what you get. In addition to that, you can get pumpkin runes from this event, which are pretty nice. You can get a Halloween special package, which if you go down here, gives you these cosmetic items and a buff 3 item set, which is actually really good. What I'm seeing here is basically for 5 candies, you can get 30 ice flowers, 30 ice mushrooms, and 5 secret remedies. That is really good, actually, and those are all tradable. So if you're doing nothing else, you can stack up on buffs, which is pretty cool. And then package 2 gives you a Pumpkin Ghost random box and some other stuff, which is really nice because you do have a chance of getting a unique one if you keep trying that. And then the biggest thing you can get here is a Blacksmith's Grace 30% bound for 150. Now, I think 150, based on the drop rate that I've seen, I mean, I've been trying to farm this for like 3 or 4 days now. And I mean, I'm only at 140, whatever. So if you're trying to farm Graces from this, it's kind of bad. But at least there is an option here of getting the Graces. If you find a good spot and you're running it 24/7, you could probably get a decent amount of Graces from this event. But I wish they were at least tradable, just so that, you know, they were like, you know, being sold and stuff, or you could farm it on alts or something. But whatever, it is what it is. Overall, though, rewards are pretty decent, mostly because the Spooklet's in here. And yeah, so I thought, you know, for fun here, we would hop in game, and I'm going to go ahead and get myself my Spooklet and upgrade it all the way to tier 5. And then I've got extra candies for whenever they release the other part of the upgrade, which is great. Okay, so we're going to go Spooklet tier. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Spooklet tier 1, and I'm going to confirm. And you can see right there's my Spooklet tier 1. And then we're just going to grab all the other ones too. So now I'm going to get the 2. And sorry, my clicking skills here are kind of bad. We're going to get the 3. And then we are going to get the 4. And we are going to get the 5. Awesome. We got my hands on my tier 5 Spooklet, which I'm pretty sure has the exact same stats as the Ultimate Decline Ring. Yeah, I am correct, it does. But once I can upgrade this to tier 6, this will be great. I can either stack it with this, or I can replace my Ultimate Decline Ring for now. But yeah, guys, that's awesome. This is a super great accessory. It's going to help your survivability a lot in PvE, and I mean 10% critical damage is just plain nice. So guys, make sure you're hopping in game and farming that 100%. Okay, let's continue with this update. So the connection rewards have been changed. Overall, if you're trying to level up, I guess they're kind of nice because you get a free 300% every day, and you get a free watermelon rune every day, which is great, as well as a 300% experience scroll and a 1,100% on the bottom here. So overall, these rewards are actually pretty generous. The white metal rat fortune box is really nice because you have a chance to get the white handbok or Snow White handbok costume, which is really good. You get a DK coin, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this stuff, I don't know. I never like the exchange rewards. I just don't feel like they're worth it. But these are all good. The pumpkin big candy bound. It says you get 1, but you actually get 5, which is pretty nice. And guys, this is a super good buff. This is one of the best buffs in the game. So if you're saving these up for PvP or something, definitely be collecting those. There's the Meister skill enhancement event, as always. Basically, up to level 4, it's 100% even for the Grand Meister, and then 5 for the regular Meisters, and then it's just increased percentage from there. So if you're trying to upgrade your Meisters, this is a good time. And there is an XP event going on. It's 600% experience right now, and going up to 700% next week. So very generous, very nice. Catch your Z's. You can now get Awakened Zuto weapons in-game. And they only had them in that random box for a week, and then they've just been kind of sitting around. So basically, this just came out and totally devalued any boxes that people had, which is kind of funny to me. Yeah, you can go in game, and for 450 Z coins, you can get your hands on an Awakened Zuto weapon. And I'll show you where you do that right here. You're going to be going down here. I can't remember the name of the NPC, but I will show you. And it is 450. I haven't gone ahead and done this yet, but I will at some point. But basically, you can get your hands on the Awakened Zuto box for 450 Z coins, which is a lot. But at least it's farmable. And the reason it's farmable, guys, is because if you didn't know, you can go over here to NPC Jack, and you can exchange seeds for Z coins. So I'll show you that right here. You're going to go to New Seeds, Premium, and you can get 100 Z coins for 1,500 Seed of Dreams. And if you're exchanging your Angers, your Spirit Pieces, or your Insanities for these seeds, it's not that unrealistic to be farming this, which I think is awesome. The other really cool thing is that since these are now farmable in-game, I'm seeing a ton more of them in the agency, which is great. So even if you can't get your hands on the Z coins, you can save up some dill, and you can get your hands on an Awakened Zuto weapon. As you can see here, look at all this. Awaken, 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 Awaken. And I know not all these are going to have like great stats or anything on them, but still the fact that, you know, they're available in game to buy with Dill is just fantastic. And the other thing I'm seeing now is a lot of people are unloading their plus 10 regular Zuto weapons, and they're not crazy expensive, guys. I mean, look at this. You got like the 3 bill, you've got 4 bill, 4.5, 10 bill is kind of a lot. 4.5. But so now, like, if you're like me, I'm thinking like, oh, maybe I'll try to get my hands on like a plus 10 Zuto spear. I know I'm one step behind or whatever, but guys, I'm a non-paying player for the most part, so I'm always one step behind. But yeah, that's cool. All for making stuff farmable in game. I'm really happy about the Zuto or Awakened Zuto weapons being available now, which is great. D-Shop stuff overall, I don't really care, as you guys know, so I'm probably actually just going to skip over that. They upgraded the Platinum box, which I also don't care about. And a couple bug fixes here are the level of detail has been removed from the graphics options. Not going to lie, I never even knew it was there, so I'm not going to miss this. And the new type Dark Knight costume exchange box apparently did not contain an actual new type costume, and players who purchased the original box's mixed name title have been credited with the new type. But we've decided to remove the item from the D-Shop since it cannot be dismantled into mystical fabric, which is good. So, although the mystical fabric thing is a big scam anyway, so gonna stay away from that. Anyway, guys, I think that's all I have to say about the Pumpkin Hunters update. Overall, I don't have too many negative things to say about this. Believe it or not, it's actually a pretty decent update. I highly recommend hopping in and farming yourself some Awakened Zuto weapons and getting yourself a Tier 5 Spooklet and hopefully next week a Tier 6 Spooklet. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or suggestions, as always, you can leave them in the comments. And until next time, take care.